Marjorie Taylor Greene, a firebrand congresswoman from Georgia, dropped a nuclear bomb this afternoon. She proposed what is called a motion to vacate the chair, meaning a no-confidence vote in Speaker of the House Mike Johnson. It's been just 6 months since Speaker McCarthy lost his post that way. Greene's motion, thereby giving the media an excuse all weekend to cover their very favorite story, Republican dysfunction. Congresswoman Greene is with us now, member of the House Oversight and Accountability Committee. Nice to see you. Happy Friday. I think about this in the sense that you have talked a lot about how important it is to convince voters come November that Republicans not only have a good message, but are reasonable enough and cohesive enough to lead. And I'm wondering how you think today and your actions today convince the American people to give Republicans the House, the Senate, and the White House?
Well, telling the American people that we're ready to lead the country also is about the bills we passed. Today, Speaker Johnson brought a funding bill. It was the second part of an omnibus to the House floor that gave Republicans, we had no chance to introduce amendments. We were forced to vote on this bill after one day, breaking the 72-hour rule. It was 1,012 pages. He also surrendered every ounce of negotiating power he had for border security, when the only video that's playing on loop for most Americans are the video of a huge group of mostly military-aged men, illegals, running over the Texas National Guard and the Border Patrol. And Speaker Johnson did nothing about that. But he took a bill to the floor where the majority of the majority voted against this funding bill, and Chuck Schumer had full reign over what was in the bill. This was not a Republican majority bill. The American people are furious. Republicans everywhere are outraged. People are wondering who is the next person that's going to be killed by an illegal alien? When are they going to stop taking over schools, living in them, buildings, hotels, community centers? And when is anyone going to step up and do the job they need to do? That's what we expected of the Speaker of the House, and he completely failed the American people. And he failed our conference today.
Okay, so I'm getting a little bit of a sense of deja vu because we have been here before. Back in October, there was a motion to vacate. You might remember. We went through, 4 speaker candidates before getting to Mike Johnson. Republicans now have an even slimmer majority. Mike Gallagher's gone. Republicans cannot afford to now lose a single vote. And you know this as well as I do, in terms of trying to elect a new speaker. This is what you said to Larry Kudlow back in October about this. Take a listen.
There are 8 Republicans who joined the Democrats and ousted Kevin McCarthy. They need to apologize, and we need to heal our conference in order to move forward.
Why is what you're doing different?
Well, the difference is I put the motion to vacate in, but I haven't called it to the floor for a vote. I'm actually going to be respectful to my conference, and this may take some time. I'm a member in good standing with our conference. It's largely different than those 8 members. I've paid all my dues to the NRCC and then some. I have supported my conference at all times, even when my conference has not supported me. However, Mike Johnson is the one that failed our conference. Mike Johnson is the one that broke the 72-hour rule. Mike Johnson is the one that let Chuck Schumer have full control of this minibus to the point the White House can't wait to sign it into law. This funds abortion clinics that provide abortions to full term. This funds like $15 million for Egyptian college funds. This funds DEI. This funds the trans agenda for children. And this does nothing to stop the border invasion every single day. I haven't forced a vote to the House floor. Fair enough that there's
Fair enough that there's a pork barrel buffet here, okay, and you rightly point out there's some pretty wild things in this bill. There's also $62 billion for DHS and for border security that's in this bill. Nobody gets everything they want. The governing is compromising, although this admittedly is compromising on spending an awful lot of money. Steve Bannon just wrote a column in the past couple of hours. I wrote a book a few years ago about Republicans abandoning their role as a governing party. It's good to see so many GOP officials take steps to prove the thesis true. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.